Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're getting back on Penny here. If you haven't seen the first one, we got it running, drove her back. It's a 1978 F-250 351M 4x4, which may actually end up identifying as a 79 Club Cab two-wheel drive, if you know what I mean. The parts bench is getting pretty full in here, so I think we'll see if it'll fire up and we'll move her over to the shop. I think it's been probably a little over a month since we got her back here, so let's go 3 pumps. She's in neutral. Maybe a little more. Well, all right. Let's see what's going on. All right, let's start simple. We'll just put a little fuel in there. This is the same, ice auger fuel. Worked last time, why not? Let's go for that, see what happens. Neutral. Nothing. Well, isn't that interesting? It's almost like our new Tinkerbell box isn't lighting anymore. Maybe we should check that. A little more fuel. Start there. All right, one more time. There she goes. All right, idling on its own. Let's get her moved. Okay. In gear. Let's get her going. Our steering still works. All right. Just gotta make sure there's, room for the door to close, and it looks like we're in all the way. So remember that time that I took the carburetor off and didn't install a carb kit because, I had it with me? Well, it would appear that our accelerator pump has left the room, and we're gonna have to do that anyways. Also, brakes. There's a lot of hills around here, and they would be super nice to have. And judging from the looks of this one, we're going to be starting with a master and working our way down from there. All right, carburetor back on. I even put a new base gasket on down in there. Old accelerator pump, she was definitely fried. You know, power valve, all that fun stuff. Put some fuel in the bowl already. So let's just give her a shot. Neutral, see what happens here. Much better. All right, I'm happy with that. So I think we'll try and shoot for the brakes next year. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and put some heat to the fittings here, and hopefully everything comes out for us. All right, we got one out. She all twisted off nicely. So we'll go ahead and give the second one a go. All right, we got some heat on her there. Give her a couple quick little shots. See if she won't crack loose. And just like that, spinning. We're just working on that line. I don't want to break that just yet. Cool. Give her some more. No problem. How often does your wife tell you that you're just in the way? I'm telling you guys, she might be onto something here. Anyways. Oh yeah. Look at that beautiful cylinder. Okay, hopefully the new one that I got is the right one. We'll go ahead and get this cleaned up. Get that one bled out and put her on. Move on to the next step. New master cylinder. I did a bench bleed on it and got the lines hooked back up here. I mean, I still don't know for certain that these are any good past here, but just having a look at that master cylinder, you know, we still had fluid and she was definitely just leaking out the backside there. So fingers crossed the rest of it might be okay. Carry on. All right, so I think we're gonna do this side hard line and soft line out of the proportioning valve. I think it'll be easier, maybe. This is something on this front axle, eh? A little extra reinforcement there. And that side we'll look at once we get there. Okay, so this guy going to this tire, I got off here. Almost too easy. Kind of strange. This guy broke loose that goes to that side, just in case we want to go that route. But the line doesn't look that bad, actually. And the line going to the rear, you know, it's way newer than that fuel line there. So we might get lucky and just get away with replacing the flex line back there. And maybe once we split it. We got a plastic fuel tank. Some sort of strange carrier thing. You know, exhaust might need a little bit of work down here. And that's that PTO shaft going to the winch, which there's some funny business going on with the cross member to frame. I don't know if that was an aftermarket kit. I mean, I'm assuming it was. I don't know what they did on there, but unique. All right, I wouldn't believe it if I wasn't staring right at it here. But we heated her up a bit with some penetrant. Look at this. This bleeder is actually coming out of here. So we'll get her all the way out, clean her up good, and maybe try the same thing on the other side. Who would have thought? Well, we didn't have as much luck on this side. I ended up breaking the bleeder screw off there. But I gravity bled it to the hose, filled the caliper, you know, got that replaced. And haven't done anything to the back yet, but you know, there's just the air introduced from the system. So let's just see if we got any sort of pedal here now. Oh yeah. You know, there might be enough there just to, you know, keep a guy from rolling backwards down a hill. But we'll try and make it better. I mean, eventually we're gonna do calipers and rotors and all that stuff, but not quite yet. So I picked up this Vavor hydraulic brake thing with some Nycop line, and I tell you, first time on both of these for me, and you feel like you've been doing it wrong your whole life. This stuff is game changer. I thought for sure I was going to be redoing every single line on this truck, but you know, I didn't do that one, or you know, the one going over there. So far, just the one. But I do feel that down here is going to be different. So that solid line there on the front, you know, looked pretty new. Back here, not so much. So I'm betting either I'm going to have to replace that whole bit, or, you know, well, probably the whole thing is my guess. And then both sides, and I think we're just going to have to spray some in here and let this soak for a bit. That vent is teed in there. We don't want to be breaking stuff right there, you know. Just ease. So a guy thought he should, you know, change on the old oil there. Didn't look nearly as clean coming out the bottom as it did on the dipstick on the top. And this little guy, funny feeling. Something in that drain pan went awry once upon a time. But we'll put her back in. I don't think it was leaking, obviously, because it, you know, had oil in it. Change out that filter. Go from there. So I know y'all have had those oil filters that, you know, get so stuck on, you just got to put a screwdriver through, get them off. This wasn't that. Put the oil filter wrench on it, and it literally just crushed before it loosened. Not much tension. It wasn't overly tight. It just, you know, caved in on herself. An old Purelator Premium Plus. So we got a Wix in there now. I think we're about time to get her, you know, topped off with oil. Fire it up, maybe go for a little test spin here. See how she does. There we go. Carburetor win. Still feels like, you know, just some sort of brake pedal, so let's go out to hill and see if she stops. Success. Hill. Stop. I mean, she may not be highway worthy yet, but I just trying to get it around from place to place. At the moment, we might be there. At least I can get her stopped in the driveway where I want. That's a win in itself. These old granny trans, I mean, that's a second gear start, and we're, what are we, 5 miles an hour here? Second? I don't think she's a speed demon. All right. Well, I think that might be it for today. Well, I think that's gonna have to do it for this one today. You know, we didn't get too far into those parts boxes, but we got more stuff coming here. So thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, you know, all the doobly doops. And catch you next time. I think somebody's ready to go swimming.